So these are the central problems of an economy. What to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. These are the three basic problems of an economy. The economy has to choose and has to decide about these problems. First, if we see what to produce, there are two dimensions of this problem. First one, what to produce, and second one, that is first one, what to produce, second one, how much to produce. This is the problem, that what are the goods you want to produce in your economy, what type of services you want to produce in economy to satisfy the maximum wants of the people of your economy. Whether you want to grow more crops, or you want to produce more and more machines. The economy has to decide between these. Why this problem arises? Because our resources are limited in comparison to wants. Suppose a country wants to produce more and more wartime goods. Then they have to compromise with peacetime goods. If you want to producing wartime goods more, you need to compromise with peacetime goods. If you want to produce more consumer goods, you need to compromise with capital goods. If you want to produce capital goods, then you need to compromise with consumer goods. So, what you want to produce? Has to be compromised on the other related goods. So you need to decide, and on the second dimension you need to decide how much to produce, how much wartime goods you need to produce, and how much peacetime goods you are going to produce. You need to produce both. We cannot say that I will just produce the weapons and the other things I will import from other country. Any economy cannot do that. They need to produce everything, but what we can do, we can decide the ratio. How much wartime goods and how much peacetime goods. How much consumer goods and how much capital goods. No country can say, or no economy can say, that we will produce only capital goods and we will import all the consumer goods from other countries. Then the consumer goods will be very costlier for them because they are not producing anything. So the countries will take more prices from them. If they decided that they will be producing only consumer goods, then if they need machines, they need to go to other countries and they will take more money for them. So they will be producing machines, but they will be producing machines in a limited number. If the countries who has a focus on consumer goods, they will produce less capital goods. If they have focus on capital goods, they will produce less consumer goods. In the same way, if they have their focus on wartime goods, they will produce less peacetime goods. And if they have focus on peacetime goods, then they will produce less wartime goods. So, what to produce? It is to be decided between these. What to produce as well as how much to produce. Then we go towards the next problem, that is how to produce. What are the ways to produce? What are the techniques we are going to use for the production purpose? Whether those are the capital intensive techniques or the labor intensive techniques. We have the two types of techniques, capital intensive techniques and labor intensive techniques. What is the difference in these techniques? Labor intensive techniques use more labors than the capital. It means most of the work is done by the labors, not by the machines. In capital intensive techniques, most of the work is done by machines, not by the labors. If we compare both of these, while using capital intensive technique, we can produce very fine items because it is very efficient techniques. Machines uses the orders, machine follows the orders whatever given. While working with labors, you may see that some are working with efficient means. There may be some laborers who do not work with that much efficiency. Now, how a country should decide that whether they are going to be capital intensive or labor intensive? It depends on the situation of country. If that is a rich country, they can work with capital intensive techniques. If that is a poor country, then they will not be having sufficient amount money with them or sufficient funds with them to arrange or to produce more machines. So they need to be labor intensive techniques. On other hand, if you are having a large population just like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, China, then you cannot go with machines, because if you produce with machines, you will be facing the problem of unemployment. And if you have very less population in your country, very small population in your country, then you cannot produce with the labor intensive techniques because you will not be getting much labors. So then you need to go with the capital intensive technique. So it depends on the condition or the situation of your country, what type of country you are, whether you are rich or poor. If the country is rich, they can go with capital intensive techniques. If the country is poor, they will be going with labor intensive technique, or they should go with labor intensive techniques. If you are having lot of population, then you should go with labor intensive techniques. If you have less population, then you need to go with capital intensive technique. So this is to be decided by the economy. Then the third problem, that is for whom to produce, whether you want to produce for rich person or for the poor person. If the country decides that they will be looking for the social welfare or social justice, then they need to produce for the poor. If country decides that they need to earn more and more money, then they would produce for the rich people, for the items which are required for the rich people. the solution of economic problems in different types of economy. Market economy. What is a market economy? It is a free economy where all the aspects that are what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce are decided by the market forces. In market economy, all these are decided by market forces. Producers are free to decide what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. If suppose what to produce, they will be producing the things in which they are getting maximum profit. They will adopt how to produce. They will adopt labor-intensive techniques if there are good labor available on cheaper prices. They will be using capital-intensive techniques if they have cheaper machines in the country and less population in the country. For whom to produce? If they want to earn more profit, they will be definitely producing for the rich section of the society. In this type of economy, producers, because they have full hand, free hand, they always try to minimize their cost of production. So they use all the techniques to minimize their cost of production. Now, if we talk about centrally planned economy, in this type of economy, government decides the answer of these three questions: what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. And government takes decision with the view of maximization of social welfare. It means government always look for the social welfare. Suppose if country is having a lot of population, lot of unemployment, then they ask producers to give more and more jobs to laborers and not to use machines. So they work with in view of to solve the social welfare. They want that no resident in the country suffers from hunger or starvation, and in the view of these, they take the decision. Then, if you talk about the mixed economy, in mixed economy, all the decisions are taken by the government and the producers. Both take the decision after discussing all the issues and what country require more. So this is about the central problems of economics. Now the next topic, that is production possibility curve, is related from your question for this session. So you need not to study these. Then next time when we meet, we study the concept of opportunity cost. Be prepared with that. Get the book. You know which book you require for your study. So get the book